I had a target on my back, you get me? But if I be honest, even before that happened, I felt the decline. Honestly, the top 50, Young Spray's not in the top 50, really. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The people actually spoke up about it because it's like, now you're just taking a piss. You know the Plus 44 podcast? Yeah, okay, you got ZZ Mills and you had Sideman. Yeah, they're the hosts. But I'm saying, obviously, they got that idea from me and Ice Cream. To me, yeah, that's just, do you know what I mean? That's just what I feel, innit? Like, because we was doing it before and we was successful, innit? To them or...
Our sponsors, for the perspective, Fireway Pizza are offering you guys 20% off using our discount code AD20. Use it today, man. Save money, be patterned. We got you. AD20, Fireway Pizza. My guy, Ray.
Yes, my G.
Bro, what was it like? I think it's 2017. I think that's when we done our interview.
Was it 2017?
I think it was 2017. And I remember, because I'll be real, I used to hear, you were like the Boogie Man. like people like, you used to hear a story about Spray. And then, not saying you ain't that, but when I met you, and like the way you spoke about like some of the things you've gone through.
I just put it all out there, do you get what I'm trying to say? So that was my thing, that's why I put myself as realer the most, cause certain things that people will think, they don't want other people to know, I'll just say it, but that's me. If you want to laugh, can laugh, but you probably, the same thing was happening to you a couple of years ago. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Man know, innit? Like, man go through things, do you get what I'm trying to say? Everyone ain't your friend, B. Everyone ain't your friend, B. And that's it, do you get what I'm trying to say? We're all here. Everyone's got their own agenda. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's not bad, not a bad thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But just always keep that in mind when you bump into people in this music industry. Everyone's got their own agenda.
Yeah, come on, you know the badness, man. Yeah, you know the badness. You don't need to, you know what I mean? No, actually, that day I was with Otis, big up OG. I kind of remember, I think I was with Otis still.
One other person, yeah.
Yeah,
But it was like,
Otis.
it wasn't,
It wasn't that gang.
Yeah,
and,
it wasn't that.
Yeah.
But I want to start with, first off, like, I need to commend you on what you're doing with the podcast.
Nah, big up, man.
As a fellow content creator, bro, like, just seeing how you've just built it up, bro. Like, just tell me, why did you actually want to start it? Like, what brought you to that point?
The podcast, yeah? All right, well, obviously, don't want to get into it, but what happened with me with the GRM, whatever, I got stabbed up, blah, blah, blah. So then after that, I was doing music. I was still doing music, yeah? And part of my healing process, I think, like I was doing like a track like I've always said music's my therapy, innit? Like that's how, so it's like I was doing like a track every day, or at one point I remember, but obviously no one weren't replying, they just, yeah, I was going mad for it. No, but because none of the platforms, they didn't care about me no more. It's like all of a sudden, they didn't care about me. They weren't posting nothing. So anyway, so I was just doing that.
Wait, so let me just put, when that starts to happen though, like that part when people start to turn their back on you, you probably already had previous like relationship with those people though.
Yeah.
So how did that feel then?
Well, obviously, it just kind of, it was like, you know, like when you realise like, not like, it's not an epiphany, but like a clock, like, it's like, rah, these people didn't even really like, man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Where I thought, for what I thought it wasn't, basically. Sometimes, yeah, it's like what you said about the Boogie Man or whatever, yeah. Sometimes I'm not realising people even look at me like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like you say, when you link me, I'm just not. So I'm not knowing that a lot of the times, when you're thinking people are cool with you, they're not cool with you, they're just scared. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's better to be on your side.
Yeah, they're not cool with you, they don't like you, they're just scared. So they're doing things for you because they're scared. Not even that I want them to be scared, but this is just naturally, innit? So obviously when something's like that's happened, it's like Juice, innit? You know the film Juice? So now they've got the juice, innit? Because it's like, if that's the guy you was rating, and they've done that to the guy you was rating, they must be the boogeyman then, innit? It was kind of that thing anyway. So it's falling on deaf ears. And as far as I was concerned, it was still good tunes. It was still like, do you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, what am I doing here? Then I started getting artists for, I thought, let me start a label.
Yeah. People from different regions, innit?
Yeah, I thought, let me start a label because they're not listening to me. They're not thinking. So I thought, well, if I get some artists, whatever. So then I started getting artists, yeah. First I had one from Nottingham. Drill Mitchell, he was going mad. You get me? He would have been big as well if he stayed loyal. You get me? But yeah, I had a few artists, Queen Ice Cream included. Yeah, how I bucked upon Queen Ice Cream was I done an interview myself with Jungle J, big them up, and like when I was watching the interview back, they had like adverts, and in one of the adverts, she had a video out, and I phoned up the guys like, who's that? Do you get what I'm saying? Because I thought, right, she's sick, yeah. I think it was like the Bag Tune or Pretty Drew or something. So I was thinking, right, who's that? Da. So like, he's put me in contact with her. Cut a long story short, I'm saying, yeah, you wanna come on the label, da. She weren't too sure at first, but how God works, and coincidentally, I bumped into her brother, wire for that bit, but I thinking, yeah, no, I went mad, but I was trying to, let's wire free zone, innit, yeah, so boom, I see her brother on the train, innit, yeah, we were talking, and I was like, rah, da. So he ended up saying to her, nah, forward, so she's, I know this short story is long now, but yeah, I'm going mad, but yeah, so all right, boom. So then we're going studio, do you know what I mean? We're going studio with all the artists, everything, big up Unsigned Cause, GAV, free GAV, till it's backwards. But yeah, so we're going studio and all that. But how I am, as a joke or whatever, they're now seeing my character, innit? So it's like, Cream's like, hey, you know, if people saw how you really are, it would be a mad thing. Like, just funny and very, like, you should do a podcast. Remember, I don't know about podcasts and all that. I've seen her do little interviews and all that. I know she's good for it. But so she's like, trust me, you should do a podcast. And she said it like it was, you know, like suggestion for a few months till it got to a point where I just felt like nothing ain't going on type of thing. So I just booked it. I remember I just booked it. I think in the next month or something, I just booked it, paid for it. And then I think too much about it. But then it got closer to the day, and then, yeah. Just, it wasn't even supposed to be me and her as a host initially. Like, I was trying to get more people. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I didn't know about podcasts. I don't know about it. So, do you get what I'm saying? Because of how it started, we just kept it like that. After, okay, just get a different guest. Just, do you know what I mean? And yeah, that was it.
Well, that part of like people kind of like turning their back on you, right? And then you say like they weren't like, you say nothing was really going on, yeah. Like you must have like kind of like a lot of dark moments, because that time I felt like you were really isolated in the industry. You were over there.
Yeah. Do you know what?
No one was standing close. No one was standing next to you.
Yeah, they weren't, because it's like as if I had a target on my back. You get me? But if I be honest, even before that happened, I felt the decline anyway. Honestly, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I weren't streaming well. So even before, I'm not going to put that incident down to why I'm not doing well or my music weren't doing well or my music. I wouldn't put that incident down to why my music weren't doing well. I'll just put that incident down to why they stopped fucking with me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or why they stopped? Because man's still man, innit? I'm still a pioneer, bro. Do you know what I mean? And they used to always hold me high in that aspect. Do you get me? And then after that happened, I noticed like, raw. So I'm not, it's like, he's no longer part of UK history. They try, like, see, they do their little history stuff. I remember GRM, they done their little thing. You get what I'm saying? Even down to the other day, the top 50. Young Spray's not in the top 50, really? Do you get what I'm trying to say? The people actually spoke up about it, because it's like, now you're just taking a piss, innit? And everyone can see it. Do you know what I mean? You're actually just trying to X out my man, and why? What have I done? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Really.
The music part of it, bro. Like a lot of people, like I think now you're crossing generations where people are watching the podcast probably don't know about the music.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Like, the music was like, you guys was like, the reality is everyone, it was a fear. That was the scary part.
Yeah, gunshot. yeah, carbine. It was just that was just how it was. I can't explain it. Like, that's just how it was. It wasn't a reveling. To be fair, yeah. Like, I knew, like, remember, I'm not from Tottenham. I'm from Walthamstow. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, even moving with these guys, to me, was a big deal type of thing. I say it sometimes, it's like getting promoted from the first division to the Premiership. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's like, not only did man get promoted, but then man was top scorer the first season as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's not like got promoted to the Premiership and I'm out of place. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm in the Premiership and do you know what I mean? I'm getting on with it. Binds. I know, guy, man.
No, bro. Because, bro, it's a part of a life that's been lived, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, you can't, even musically, they can't erase your history. But do you ever have like, we'll get more into the podcast, but do you ever have like, I won't say PTSD, but you know, like moments, like there's real vivid moments that you've lived out, yeah. Do you ever think like, you know, like, what's that film, like Carlito's Way? You know, that, have you seen that film Carlito's Way?
Yeah, come on.
You know when the guy thinks that he's out?
He's cleaning it, yeah.
And it's like, you remember me from, like,
Yeah,
do you get me? Like, do you ever feel, because like.
Benny, was that Benny?
Can't remember his name, but it's like,
yeah,
do you ever feel
Benny
like,
from the Bronx.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, come on, man, Benny, catch him.
But do you ever feel like, bro, like, even though you're on this path, like, still things in the past are still not active, but the streets just don't, there's no expiry date on situations. How do you
There's no but that goes both ways, isn't it? So anyone that's troubled me or done, they must know that as well. There's no expiry dates. So do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know what I signed up for. I hope they know what they signed up for. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm good. Do you get what I'm saying? Not like that, but I'm a Muslim. So, if I die, alhamdulillah.
What do you mean by, I mean, what do you mean by know what you signed up for?
Like, you know, like the game, innit?
Yeah. Because you know a lot of youths today, like, and the reason I'm saying it, bro, is like, sometimes people start to play in things and play with the wrong type of people. And they don't really fully get what they're doing. They think it's just like surface level. It's not like a incriminating thing, but it's like the streets as a whole, the streets isn't like, there isn't rules or boundaries in it. Like, when you step in.
It's not based on sympathy. It's not based on empathy. And that's why do you know what I mean? I'm not asking no one, no sympathy, no nothing. I've just gotten on with it. I'm seasoned, like I'm not young. So I'm kind of seasoned. So I kind of know how things go. Like as far as what goes around comes around, and just kick back in it certain time. I've been there before. Like, it's not my first injury, it's not my first, like, I can't explain it. Like, how people will look at it, it's different to me. Like I said, to me, it was a bad day at the office. Like, I still understand my life, I understand how I got there, how I got to that point, I understand why it happened, I understand. Do you understand? Like, I've got no qualms with it. Like, I feel like I deserve everything. Really? Yeah. That everything that has happened to me, innit?
Yeah. So we're back onto the podcast though. Let me say, like, do you think, no names mentioned, do you think like people have watched your blueprint and thought, do you know what, yeah, Spray's thing's kind of working, like we may start following suit, like.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And it happens a lot.
Definitely, like, with the trailers and just little things, innit? But from the gate. But it's been going on for so long, it's like, I can't even be bothered to talk, because it starts to sound like I'm, I don't know, hating or... They've blatantly copied, man. Remember your, back in the day when I done your interview, even the C1, big up C1, I was saying to you just a minute ago, you're like one of the only people that's interviewed my man. Like a proper interview. But I'm saying, see, like I used to break it down. Like bare different. Do you remember how people used to be like, why you break, like, and they used to chat rubbish and why are you breaking it down? And so why don't you just put out the thing? Do you remember? That's the blueprint I use now. I put million trailers because as far as I'm concerned, remember it's transferable skills we're dealing with, you know, and man's coming off the pavement where what man know is the grub in it. Yeah. So how I've transferred that mind state into this is that, all right, say we both, our episode is a box of food, yeah? So I've got my box of food, pound sterling, pum, them, they got their box of food. Everyone's got their box of food, innit, yeah? So before they saw us, they all just shot a one box every week, yeah? When we started, we were probably doing half a box because we'd have a one trailer, innit? So like half a box, yeah. But it's like, man's chopped up our food in so much. It's like, not pebbles, but man's definitely shot in 8 balls. So, but I'm shooting the 8 balls in the same amount of time as you're still shooting your one box. Yeah? Well, now obviously they copying it. So, do you know what I mean? They've copied it a bit, so maybe they're shooting half a boxes now. Or, do you know what I mean? Not even 9 bars. But I'm saying, like, I'm going through every week, I'm chopping it up. naturally I'm gonna make more than you. What you're doing with that, that's why I can post my analytics proudly, because I know you can't, innit? I dare you. Because even big up Paris one, like big up Paris, you get me? Got love for sis, yeah. But I'm saying she just happened to be, because since I started that thing where I'm doing bit of trailers, like I done Paris, and then it's like the views weren't that great on the trailer, so it's like I knew like, but it's like you just got to keep doing what you're doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because no matter what, like she's still done well, it's still got good feedback, and no matter what, to me and the podcast as a whole, it's better than just putting out because no matter what, I still scrape up what I scrape up beforehand. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I want to give you this. So the strategy and to stick with it, that was your idea, to stick with that strategy?
Nah, it's more trial and error. So it was bit by bit, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Because first I used to do 1 trailer, then 2 trailers. Then I've clocked in it, okay. I'm going more mad. You get what I'm saying? I can't believe they're trying to do trailers as well. I'll do more trailers because your content can't even... I've done 15 trailers. Like, I'm a maniac. So I'm doing... Like, you can't even do 10 trailers because your episode's dead. Like, you ain't long enough. Your episode ain't long enough to even compete with that. So I'll just... Because when I see man copying, man, I'll just do something you can't do then. Do you know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't do 15 trailers. Not possible.
Bro, so you say that I ain't seen the analytics, so let's talk the analytics. What are the analytics saying though?
Go on my Instagram page, Boom RTM Podcast Show. Bam, it's posted proudly. I'm heavy like that. Everything. 2 million views. Bare watch time, bare madness, bare hype. You get what I'm saying? Big up Bel Air. It's all happening. It's all happening. You get me?
Do you know how, so where do you sit now? Like what I put when you do your interviews, yeah? Because like you said like you just, it's straight, no chatting, camera on. That's when you start, yeah. Cool. Do you feel it sounds weird, and it's gonna be almost a why for that. Do you feel like pressure to perform?
Why still?
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah, because like everyone's you don't.
No.
Because people are looking at yo, what's Spray gonna say this time? Like,
no. Because you know what it is? Like I'm so far into it. We're in like season 9, episode 11 or something like. I'm used to it, innit?
It's also like with interviews, bro. It's almost like match fitness, bro. When you get into your groove, bro.
I hear what you mean though. Sometimes I do feel like if the guest if I feel like this guest's a bit boring, you know, not boring, but sometimes I might feel pressured in my life. I need to act a bit more lively, or do you know what I mean? I need to do something. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, but because it's still entertainment, innit?
Without saying your plans, but kind of like where do you see the Real of the Most podcast going? And then also, like, have you been able to get any like endorsements? Because I think your analytics, the amount of content you're dropping, in typical terms, as a brand or an advertiser's dreams. So have you ever looked at have people reached out to sponsor?
Yeah, they've reached out. I've got a couple of meetings and all that. But you know what it is? I don't reach out. I just don't reach out. Do you know what I mean? Like even to say when I posted the first set of analytics, bam, got Bel Air DM man. I get people DM man, innit? Like they are. But remember, it's not a safe space, innit? So it's like a lot of them, they want to, you know, but then they just want to just see let me just see what's going see what I've got, and not everyone wants to attach to it. But I know at some point, do you know what I mean? That's just, it will get there.
The truth of the matter is everyone's just trying to find a way out, bro. Sometimes on that way out, you butt heads with somebody else and it don't really go correct, but we're all just trying to find a way.
Your pattern still, car. You gone from the YouTube building to your thing, I don't know what's going on, but you've got, I don't know if you're 419, you're doing something on the side still. Something's going on for Amarudontv still. Car. For years, you ain't fooling off, fella. Because blood, respectfully, I know the podcast is doing well and all that. I'm not sure if I could do this where you are. Like the rent, and I don't feel like my profit I'll be in. Profit, do you get what I'm saying? I think I might be just about leveling.
Yeah. But your thing is you've made the online game exciting. That much is true, right? And I think we've always had people saying, about UK podcasts. You've seen it before, your thing really popped up. He was like, it's boring. You're not boring, bro. It's entertainment now. And you can
Big
stand
up
on.
Cream as well, though.
Yeah, no, Cream, like I said, like, and I like how she holds her own. Like even sometimes you lot go back
Yeah,
and
we go
forth.
mad, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not looking at like, what is actually away from the platform? What Spray's looking at for himself though? Because the platform's doing something, yeah. But what about you? What about your own personal brand? What are you looking towards?
Well, when I do get because my whole thing is the podcast. Because before I used to try and do everything at once, like down to my clothing, everything. That's why you've seen I've kind of slowed down with the clothing on a thing of I only put out the clothing like in the summer, type of thing, because it's like I just want to bust the wife for that. I just want to get this thing popping properly how I need it to pop first, and then I can. But yeah, I ain't got no team as well, and remember it's me and it really.
Why is that though? Why is that though? People must want to work with you, or is it? I'm not saying trust issues, or you just don't want too many people around your pattern.
Do you know what it is? Just at the moment, I do okay. So it's like if I can do it, then I see no problem. I don't see no reason to need someone else to do it. Do you know what I mean? I can actually do it at the moment. But there's gonna come a point where I can't do it in it. So then I'm gonna need someone to do it, if that makes sense. But it's always, I personally think that if you can do it, it's always better to do things yourself, isn't it? If you can. In the legal world, obviously in the other world, it's always better. Do you know what I mean? It's always better to let the next man take the risk. You get me? But no, it's not a risk.
Have you had like what interview or what moment? I think I'm trying to remember. There was a moment. What moment do you think actually your thing started to take off? Like you thought, right? Do you know what? It's working now. Like, do you know what pivotal moment that was for you?
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah, mate. Straight away, no delay, mate. Yeah.
But it didn't go viral.
Big Up made you think.
I made you think.
Yeah.
Because he was posting it.
Yeah, but I just knew, innit? You asked me a question, innit? So I've got to answer my answer. That's when I felt it from episode 1.
Why? What?
Because I could just tell, innit? Like, even like, because that's what even made me continue. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Do you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have continued if I didn't get received well, or it didn't get received. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm a rapper, bro. I just go back into that, even though it wasn't getting received or whatever. But I just do that then, innit? But because of the way it got received, and everyone was it was funny in it or whatever. It was the Stormzy versus Chip thing. We done that first episode. Big up Farron, Alex Paul. We had Farron as a guest. Made you think posted it. It was just like, right, Space doing a podcast. So yeah, that's when I initially thought, all right, cool. Then obviously Marvin Herbert, that was the first season. That was that episode was done well. Then Skinny Man's episode allowed us to get blogged in Complex magazine and all that. They had us as the top 10 podcast, and that was in the first year. And that was obviously Big Up JP. That was before he was following Mimi and that. But do you know what I'm saying? But that was, do you know what I mean? So don't worry, Mimi's cool now. Still, I dig her still. Like, I wouldn't dig her before, but so yeah. Now big up Mimi, man, and big up Zizi as well, because Zizi don't like me, you know. But I want to make up with her as well, because I do my trolling shit. Yeah, so she's probably watching when I was chatting shit before or whatever, because I'm just trying to draw them out. And then obviously the whole Mimi and Nella Rose, all of that stuff. Get on Twitter. I know you saw when they got onto me. Yeah, I know when you saw when they got onto me and the whole Nella Rose stuff. I remember they're sticking up for. Then ZV's come sticking up, whatever.
You understand that though? You understand that they have to all stick up for each other?
Not really.
Come on, bro.
It's what they do, innit? No, they're entitled to do what they want. That's my whole, like, they could do what they want. But my whole thing is, yeah, I just want to be bridging with her now. Cool. Which is why even the +44, like I said, everyone copies. They copied I there even by trying to get ZZ and Sideman.
You gotta reel it back, bro. I missed that one. Would you?
You know the +44 podcast? Yeah, okay. You got ZZ Mills and you had Sideman. Yeah, they're the hosts. But I'm saying, obviously, they got that idea from me and Ice Cream. To me,
that's how you feel.
Yeah, that's just. Do you know what I mean? That's just what I feel, innit? Like, because we was doing it before and we was successful, innit? To them, or so they just thinking, if we do it on a bigger scale. You know how the record labels or any of them things do, and they thought, all right, Spray's funny, So they get Sideman because he's funny, innit? Or whatever, but he's not my funny. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But they just tried, innit? Cream, they tried, but it's not the same. And they had bigger platform. If you look at their subscribers, it's like, it's Amazon, bro. And they still couldn't chat to man's thing. Do you understand? Like, because they've discontinued it. I ain't seen no new episodes. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I ain't seen, and Zizi's doing her thing. She's cracked on. Yeah, she's cracked on doing her thing. And I see Sideman doing his thing as well. When I done that Cheyenne, that Come Correcting, he was like the head of the production crew or something. I mean, yeah, he was there. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh shit, you know that, because I was joking, but nah, big up Sideman. You get me?
Do you feel like you're number one?
As what, podcast? In the urban scene, yeah. But obviously, I wouldn't say number one, like, because you got like that CEO guy. What was it?
Yeah, but
no, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't put myself in them.
Basically, arting, innit?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I let the people say in it, and they say it all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, man's got the streets, innit? Man's got the jail. Just like how I had the jail with my music. Do you know what I mean? They're with me with the podcast, innit? Like, why for that? That's all, like, they're going mad with that in a bit. Mind games. This is all man's talk, innit? They're taking man's talk, innit? They're not listening to other people. Like, respectfully, like, when man's saying why for that or whatever, and it's gone mad, you got the other guys to, oh, we were saying this from before, or you were talking, oh, we used to say that. That's fine, great, smash and super. You used to say it, but no one cared. As soon as man started saying it, and man, in man's way, and furthermore, you're talking about the letter Y, my thing's WHY, so how about that? I started that. So, you get what I'm saying? Because I'm clever, smart. So it's Y for that, not the letter Y, WHY, as in Y. So boom, Y minister, boom. You get, I know I'm going mad, outburst. But yeah, they follow man's thing, bro. Why for that?
Who do you think, like, these are, I rate what these guys are doing or girls are doing in the cultural space?
What, as in what? For
podcast.
Oh, podcasting, yeah.
I don't think we've got 10 like that, but
we probably have.
Okay, let's say 10.
We probably have got 10. Obviously, I joke them out and all that, and go mad on them or whatever, but respectfully, winners talking, because they're consistent and they put the work in. And sometimes, yeah, you need an adversary more time, or someone to keep you on your toes. And they don't keep me on my toes, because I look at like stuff like James English and other stuff. But the fact that they're so consistent keeps man consistent, and yeah, rate them for that. No behaviour. Obviously, Spill the Juices. It's not doing free shots. 90s Baby. Who else is there? No, there is, but it's just because I'm thinking there definitely is, because you can go Birmingham Sinners, you can't leave out Sinners. Yeah, which I just done. You got other ones, Chop Shop.
Is that Birmingham as well?
Can't even leave out Billy the God. I like what Billy's doing. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You can't leave. Yeah, I like Billy's energy. You get me? Like, so, big up Billy. I just rate anyone trying to just get to a better place. Obviously, Amaru, I can't. But I don't, remember, you're more interviewing it. To me, I don't look at this as a, everyone they say, I don't, for some reason, I don't look at this as a podcast.
Yeah, it's a bit different, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I knew about this, we was doing this before podcast. Type of thing. So, yeah.
You know, you talk about like winners talk. It's all friendly, obviously.
It's not friendly.
Is it not?
They're not my friends, no.
Well, do you get what I'm saying? Like, bro,
No, but
like,
they have to be my friends for it to be friendly. It's not friendly.
Bro, I'm being honest, yeah.
I'll still mash man up. You get what I'm saying? No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not friendly, where I'm even triggered sometimes when I hear people say certain things. I think you could never talk to me like that back then. Or I'm the Boogie Man. Do you get what I'm saying? I know I'm going mad.
No, bro. I'm definitely not trying to rile you up in this thing.
So weird, because that's what Chucky said to me one time. Because after Chucky had him on his show, I said, Chucky, are you there? Do you get what I'm saying? But he was like, I didn't know. Thinking, what do you mean you don't know? Do you get what I'm saying? They done a whole episode chatting shit about, man.
seriously.
Well, up till this day, I haven't done a whole episode talking about them because I don't feel you.
I may take this part of the interview, yeah.
Don't take nothing. It's content, bro. Go on. No, but I'd fine.
No, but seriously, because like, I don't know where it stems. Is it something away from?
No.
Just
Yeah, it's podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so it's nothing.
Nothing. They could come on, bro. No. It's just a case of, I think I saw that they was following, copying, man, and then I'd say it, innit? I'd just say what I see, innit?
Oh, so you said it.
Yeah, I just say what I see publicly, but I think better time. But I think what it was, because I just say I keep saying stuff. Because at first they weren't. Remember, like you said, they started before, man, innit? Yeah. So at first they would not acknowledge, man, because they didn't. They felt like there was a bigger platform to not acknowledge, man. So I just say what I'm saying, chat shit, whatever, say what I'm saying. But then it got to a point where now I'm big. Why for that bit? But now I'm sub, so now it makes sense to now start talks to say. So then, do you know what I mean? That's when they had enough. And I think it was.
What did they say that? I won't say that triggered you. What did they say? I know you say that.
They just done a whole thing about man. I don't want to talk about what they said about me. That's mad. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? To me, it was just disrespectful, innit? Like, and I just thought, do you know what I mean? But to them, what I'm saying probably disrespectful. Do you get what I'm saying? Or they might have thought it was disrespectful. That's up to them how they take it. Do you get what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I'm a bad boy, innit? Got to make the right choices, man. And I've been making a lot better choices than I used to make. And I think that was my problem. I was making a lot of bad choices. And I think that was due to sniff and, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I used to. The last interview I was probably, no, I'm joking. But I was definitely sniffing them time. But I'm saying like drugs and ease and diesel and certain things will make you make wrong choices. Do you get what I'm saying? But I've been making a lot of better choices.